top Taiwan, I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The completion of a water pipe in northern Taiwan means clean water is guaranteed for residents of Taipei. Harrell Hughes has more.
After 4 years of digging, drilling, and development, Taiwan's Feitsui water pipe is finally finished. Workers have spent over 1,500 days digging the tunnel, which now connects the Pricey River to a water purification plant. The work is done in 12-hour shifts. It's been a tough job to complete.
如果没有戴口罩的话，真的没有在里面没有办法呼吸。每次出去都会头秃脸的，然后流汗的话，雨鞋都会装满。我们做过，里面的温度大概40到50度，人没有办法在里面工作。
Typhoons and heavy rainfall are frequent in Taiwan, and this can cause water that's sent to people's homes to sometimes be murky or discolored. The completion of this tunnel means that around 6 million homes in Taipei will now be guaranteed access to clean drinking water. Though it carries a price tag of over $65 million to complete, for many of the residents, the cost of clean water was priceless.
气候变迁这种不定期的灾害啊，它会变成就是说很频繁，雨量它会越来越大那有的时候呢降雨它会少但是呢一降雨就会造成大洪水等等所以这些都是要整个做一个评量的。我觉得这个能够稳定供应这个水质很好的这个饮用水这一项就是价值连城。
The project did not come without problems. Workers had to excavate under nearby Jitan Mountain, which can be unstable. But its completion means that even in extreme weather, clean water will be available. Damon Lin and Harrell Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
We've been bringing you on a journey through Taiwan's outlying islands of Matsu, and today, Andrew Ryan brings us further afield in search of the elusive blue tears in the final installment of Where's Matsu's County Chief Taking Us?
As my time in Matsu draws to a close, I travel to the most remote islands in the chain, where decades of military and geographic isolation have preserved some of the most stunning sights in all of Taiwan. Like this rare sight, square waves, which you can only see in 2 other places in the world. And then there's the critically endangered Chinese crested tern. There are only 100 of them left on Earth. And in the island of Dongju, we get a solo performance from this striking beauty.
This is the only lighthouse in all of Taiwan made from granite stones. And see that wall there? That's to block the wind. So imagine late at night, you're bringing fuel up to fuel the lighthouse, you're carrying a little lantern, you don't have to worry about the flame blowing out.
The isolation is great for visitors, but not so great for the people who live here.
早期在 7 还没有开的时候，我们这边只有杂货店的时代，我们买任何东西，我们的东西会比台湾贵1倍，所以我们很多的时候我们会习惯会从台湾叫生活用品过来，可是要等货船，早期是1个月一班，所以物资都要等。
The county chief suggests a trip to Daqiu. It's only a half square kilometer in size, and it's uninhabited. Uninhabited by people, that is.
大邱有梅花鹿，跟人跟梅花鹿之间的互动，让游客心里会觉得非常的舒适，而且这样子的互动在台湾少见。
Sika deer were once considered a source of income for the military. Now they're a protected species. They released 13 deer on this island 20 years ago, and today there are more than 200.
So the trick is when you're feeding them, you have to stand off to the side a little bit, otherwise you're going to get butted with their horns. They're very cute. They look quite aggressive, but actually I think they're just hungry. What's amazing about this is I've actually never seen Sika deer in the wild like this before. I've only seen them at a zoo. So it's really cool that they found a way to bring back a wild population of them on this island here.
there's one last thing to see in our trip to Matsu, an elusive phenomenon known as the blue tears. The bioluminescence comes from plankton, which gather here to feed in the spring. If you want to see it, you need just the right conditions. High tide, a southerly wind, a moon that's not too bright, and you'll need some waves, a boat, or something else to agitate the water. In the past, the locals thought the blue glow was a nuisance because it alerted the authorities to people smuggling on the high seas. But these days, the blue tears bring in a new source of income: tourism. Thousands of people flock here every year hoping to see what the international media have called one of the natural wonders of the world. Some people even brave the cold seawater, soaking for hours just to get the perfect photo. And of course, while I'm there, I can't resist getting a photo of my own. But what if you want a less curated view of the blue tears? We decide to leave the crowds behind and take a boat into the darkness of the ocean.
It's almost like you're looking into outer space. You can see sparkling like stars, the Milky Way, this essence coming up from the waters. It's breathtaking. And it's one of those things that you have to come here in order to see it for yourself. Otherwise, you would never believe it.
It's not easy to see the sights of Matsu. In just 4 days, we took a plane, 7 boats, and plenty of car rides in between. But the trip is worth it. Isolated by the weather and the sea and years of military occupation, these islands are like nowhere else in Taiwan, or really nowhere else in the world. Alex Chen, Devin Tsai, Peachy Drong, and Andrew Ryan for TaiwanPlus.
Campers have spotted one of Taiwan's rarest animals in eastern Taiwan. A Formosan black bear was filmed foraging for food at Shangyang Campground in Taidong County. Authorities have suspended the campsite's operations, refunding reservations as a result. That's because forestry officials say although the bears typically avoid people, they can get aggressive. Authorities advise people who encounter Formosan black bears in the wild to remain calm and back away slowly. When you think of places that grow coffee, you might think of Brazil, Vietnam, and Colombia. But growers in Taiwan's southwestern Jiayi County are showing their bean cultivating chops, with some crops going for high prices. Leslie Liao has more.
15 kilograms of Taiwan-grown coffee beans just sold for close to $8,500 US. This transaction took place at the 2023 Alishan Coffee Evaluation and Assessment. The annual competition pits coffee beans from Taiwan's southwestern Jiayi County against each other. Jiayi's Alishan mountain area has been home to high-end coffee producers in recent years.
感谢所有的农民这1年来的辛苦，对抗这一次的大旱。
This year, a panel of 15 judges sought to determine the best bean in the county. 10 of them have experience evaluating coffee at international competitions. Entrants could submit their produce in 5 categories, and the winning beans were auctioned off. For coffee lovers in Taiwan, the outcome of this competition might be proof that they don't have to look elsewhere in the world for a good cup of joe. Leon Lian and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching today's What's Up Taiwan. Finally, we leave you with images of birds in the park at Vitória, Brazil. The park was closed for a week due to bird flu. I'm Ethan. Take care, and I'll see you next time.